In today's video, I'm going to share some advanced traveling tips and help you understand how they function. In New Eden, every space object has an interaction volume, which is like a bubble or an aura surrounding it. The larger the object, the larger the bubble. This is why we can interact with stations within a certain range. When we warp to a station, we are actually warping to its aura, and the distance between us and the station is always zero when we are inside. Any bookmark created inside the aura is called an instant dock bookmark, which allows us to dock instantly once warping is finished. I recommend you creating multiple instant dock bookmarks around the sides and rears of the station in trade hubs, and using them randomly when you're docking. In the real world, every object has a collision volume. This also applies to New Eden. When objects collide, ships will be pushed away and won't cause any damage. Bumping is the most common way to prevent a ship from warping and keep them away from interacting with any objects that allow them to escape, such as stations, stargates, and jump bridges. Due to freighters being slow and having a huge collision volume, you need multiple instant warp-out bookmarks when undocking. This can be done by using a frigate with a micro-warp drive installed. Instant jump bookmarks for each stargate are also necessary. This prevents you being pushed away from the stargate just in case land on top of other ships. Having these instant bookmarks can avoid HISIC ganking to the greatest extent possible. Speaking of slow, the align time for freighters is desperate long. It usually takes 1 minute to align before warping. Plus, they don't have any mid-slots. Therefore, freighters can't perform slingshot warping by using an afterburner. So, is there a way to speed up the warp time for freighters? Before you try to figure out a solution, you need to know, when we manipulate the speed by using modules, the current speed changes over time. However, the speed cap changes instantly. The reason why slingshot warping works is that the moment the afterburner is deactivated, the speed cap dropped instantly, and the current speed haven't able to change. Therefore, any modules that can manipulate the speed cap, such as afterburners, micro-warp drives, cloaking devices, and webifiers, can all be used to speed up the align time. So the solution to speed up align time for freighters is webbing them. Remember to give the freighter a few seconds to accelerate before webbing it. Unlike slingshot warping, this method can be applied to any ship. So when you're ganking, make sure to warp disrupt your target before webbing it. Otherwise your target ship will slip away. EVE Online is a wargame. In order to process massive amounts of data when thousands of players are fighting each other in a small battlefield, CCP has extended the server frame to 1 second. Yes, EVE Online is actually a real-time turn-based MMORPG. Therefore, when your targeting time is less than 1 second, you can instantly lock any ship. For the same reason, you can achieve instant warp if your align time is less than 1 second. This chart shows how the server processes information when an instant locker is trying to catch an instant warper who just passed the stargate. Long story short, because players need 1 server tick to see an invisible ship reveal itself from cloaking, you can make yourself untargetable against gate campers by reducing your align time to less than 2 seconds. This is why the Sonesis is the best transporter in HISIC and LOSIC. I have made 2 videos on how to travel safely, and I want to emphasize this again. Avoiding danger is more important than any skill. Good decisions outsmart any techniques. A scout ult will save you huge amount of trouble. However, no matter what you do, there is always a chance to lose your ship. So remember, never undock with the things you can't afford to lose. That's the content for today. If you find my video helpful, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe.